And we are live. Not really, but this is really bad. I'm filming this literally Saturday during the prelims. I'm trying to get it out to you guys before the main card starts. Probably not going to happen. You're probably going to hear this after the main card, but you'll see if I'm wrong first. You feel me? Hey, let's just jump right into it. It's episode 20. 20 episodes. First of all, let me just say thank you. Everybody that watches the videos. It's really awesome making these. I have a lot of fun, so I'm just really appreciative for those who just click on, everybody that likes, everybody that comments. Thanks, Dad. You always spread my love on Facebook, so thank you so much. Yeah, let's just get right into it. NFL, we're gonna do a Super Bowl recap. I got the GOAT chain on today because Tom Brady did something amazing. He is now a 7-time Super Bowl champion, 5-time Super Bowl MVP. Toast to Mr. Brady. Score was 31-9. Kind of reminded me of the Patriots-Rams Super Bowl, where the Rams was one of the best offenses in the league, and then they didn't score any touchdowns. Sound familiar? Oh, yeah, it does, because I just saw it on Sunday. Tampa Bay scored 31 points. It's everybody's fault except Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has a highlight reel, and he had less than 200 yards passing and no touchdowns. The Tampa Bay defense really proved that defense wins championships, like for realsies. I do agree that Tom Brady, he of course he should win Super Bowl MVP. He's the reason they're there. He's amazing. He did everything in his power. He had a great game. Not gonna lie. But Devin White was the leader of that defense. Stopped a lot of good players. Had an interception. He had the stat. He had a stat. You know what this also reminds me of? The Rams and Patriots Super Bowl where Stephon Gilmore, I feel, should have gotten the MVP. Although Julian Edelman had a great game, Stephon Gilmore had an interception. Maybe 2? I think he actually had 2 interceptions and 2 passes deflected, if my memory mistakes me. He allowed no yards. My boy played a great game, and Stephon didn't even get no recognition. Devin White, I'm sorry, buddy, but Tom Brady threw 3 touchdowns. You're never going to win the Super Bowl MVP. But cheers to you, buddy, because you, my friend, are probably the best linebacker in football. Gronkowski had 2 touchdowns. Now he has 4 Super Bowl rings. He's the GOAT tight end for sure. Anthony Gonzalez, you're my man. Shannon Sharp, you the man. But Gronkowski, I understand that he was riding with Brady, but Gronkowski is a monster, and he deserves every bit of credit that Brady deserves on all of the Super Bowl runs, especially in the championship games. Gronkowski is the best tight end ever. So now that we only have one game to recap, this brings me to the offseason. And for the offseason, I'm going to do a 4 mock draft special. So I'm going to be dropping 4 mock drafts. The first one, because I love you guys so much, is dropping tomorrow on Valentine's Day. It's going to drop in the PM. So, after your little date, you can chill, relax, kick back, watch my mock draft. And it should be spicy. I got some sleepers in there that I got to explain a little bit. Obviously, you already know who's going number 1. My boy Zach Wilson out of BYU. That's a lie. Anyway, so the first one's coming out tomorrow. Then we got Sunday, March 7th, Sunday, April 4th, and Sunday, April 29th, because the 2021 draft is on April 29th. It's Sunday, April 25th. The draft is on April 29th. That's a Thursday. And that's really exciting. Let's get into NBA Week 9 news. The Lakers go into 3 straight overtime games and go 3-0. LeBron is the only reason they went into overtime in each of those games. He is showing in year 18 how he's the most clutch player in basketball right now, why he's the MVP frontrunner. And then in their 4th game this week, they were down 22-2 in the first quarter, and they won by 10 points. Why? Because they had AD back in the lineup, and because LeBron damn near had a triple-double, kept his turnovers low, shot over 50%. LeBron is doing everything he can to make sure that people know that the Lakers are going to repeat. End of story. KD missed all week, but he's back tonight in Brooklyn's game. Hope that he's really frustrated about the COVID situation. We're all really frustrated about the COVID situation. I'm not going to say I hate Kevin Durant. He's a great player. I respect him as a player. I respect him as a man. He's just a great guy. I really hope he comes back and he comes back with a fire. I really do. Speaking of COVID, Kat is back from COVID. He has cleared all of his COVID protocols after testing positive. He's back. I know his family, prayers out to them, has dealt a lot with this disease. They've lost a lot to this disease. So I'm glad to see him back on the court. He played well. LaMelo is starting to pull away with Rookie of the Year. He is averaging the most points, the most assists, the most rebounds, the most steals, and he's doing it in like 26 minutes a game. He just now got the starting role. Oh, he's got a heel hook, maybe. Looks like he's gonna be able to just roll out of this. All right, and he's out. Anyway, let's go back to this. So yeah, I really think that it's only been like 30 games in, and he's already pulling away with the There's not even gonna be not even close. Not even close. Utah is 21-5, and they have the best record in the NBA. Not the Lakers, not the Clippers, not the Bucks, not the Sixers. The Utah Jazz have the best record in the NBA at 21-5. Congratulations to you, Donovan Mitchell. You're the people's MVP. Minnesota is 6-20, worst record in the league. Traded for D'Lo. Minnesota's a dumpster fire. They have been since they traded KG, since they had to trade KG because they were already a dumpster fire. What am I talking about? There you go, Minnesota. Why? Sorry, buddy. Detroit's last 4 games. Versus the Lakers, OT loss. Versus Brooklyn, W. Versus Indiana, loss. Versus Boston, W. Detroit's popping right now. Still have the second worst record in the league, but we're popping right now. This was a good week for us. Dallas, Memphis, New Orleans, Houston, Oklahoma all have sub-500 records. All of those were playoff or high-seeded bubble teams last year. And the 6th seed down to the 13th seed is separated by 3 games in the Eastern Conference. Boston, Brooklyn, Indy, Denver, and Golden State all are barely above 500. That's crazy because those teams are supposed to be good. On to the UFC. This is what's going on right now. UFC, let's recap Fight Night. Overeem versus Volkov. Volkov completely dominated Overeem. Outreached him, outboxed him, outstruck him. It was terrible to watch. He got the TKO. They kind of sat next to each other and just shared their mutual respect, but he absolutely dominated the Reem. I don't know what the Reem was going to do. He said it was one final run to the title. I don't know if he's going to retire now or he's just going to keep going until he can't no more, just trying to go for the title. But I love the Reem, and I hope that he's able to figure it out. Corey Sandhagen KOs Frankie Edgar in 28 seconds in what might be the KO of the year, and it's February. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy out here. Clay Guida won a unanimous decision over Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson made a couple mistakes in that fight, I feel. Alexandra Pantoja, UD over Manel Kapi. I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch that fight. Beneil Dariush, split decision over Diego Ferreira. I think it was a good decision. Diego Ferreira was in my lightweight tournament from last episode, so now I guess just replace him with Beneil Dariush. I think it stays the same. I think it stays consistent. I still think it's a great tournament. Yeah, that's awesome. Now on to tonight, UFC 258. The prelim. I'm not gonna do all the prelims. The prelim fight to watch is Bilal Muhammad versus Diego Lima. Diego Lima, of course, the brother of Douglas Lima, Bellator welterweight champ. These are two. Oh my God, these dudes are scrapping right now. Ewell versus Gutierrez. Yeah, brother of Bellator welterweight champ Douglas Lima, who is honestly, in my opinion, the best welterweight in the world. But his brother Diego is a great fighter in his own right. He's fighting Bilal Muhammad, fan favorite, super fun guy, super funny guy. But he's also one heck of a fighter. He goes out there and he scraps. He leaves it all out there every single time. Oh, he's going in for the kill right now. Gutierrez is putting it on him. Oh my God, this is a great fight. And let's get into the main card. Maki Pitolo versus Julian Marquez. Maki Pitolo, of course, his name is Coconut Bombs from Hawaii. Julian Marquez, don't know much about him, but I've heard good things about him. But I'm gonna go with Maki Pitolo via KO. Hasn't disappointed me. I watched his UFC debut, and I've watched every single one of his fights since then. He hasn't disappointed me. I don't think he's gonna start disappointing me now. He's gonna kill it. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Yeah. Awesome. So, and we got Ricky Simón versus Brian Kelleher. This replaced a different fight in the card. I can't remember the fight right now, but big spot for the both of these guys. Kind of a great opportunity for both of these guys. I'm gonna go Brian Kelleher by unanimous decision. Ricky Simón's biggest claim to fame is that he got knocked out by Uriah Faber at 42 years old. And honestly, he hasn't impressed me in his last fight. So I'm gonna go Brian Kelleher, who's awesome. Awesome guy to watch fight. Awesome guy. Then we got Kelvin Gastelum versus Ian Heinisch. I'm going to go Kelvin Gastelum by unanimous decision. If it wasn't for the main event, this would probably be my fight of the night. And, yeah, Kelvin's probably just going to outpace him. He's going to put a pressure on him. I know Ian can fight, and he's got that blizzard, but I think Kelvin's just a more technical guy. And when you got two guys that do the same thing and one guy's more technical, I'm going to just go with the guy who's more technical. Kelvin's running a 3-fight skid. I think he needs to get back into it now, or else he might be hitting a Bellator. So, yeah, I'm going to go Kelvin, unanimous decision. Then we got Macy Barber versus Alexa Grasso. Macy Barber coming back from an ACL injury versus Roxanne Modafferi. She tore it in the very first round. Alexa Grasso, she's been up and down her entire UFC run, but she's trying to get it going in the 125-pound division now. She's a great boxer. She's got hands for days. I see this fight going one of two ways. Macy Barber just putting big shots on her early and then getting into the ground and finishing with some nasty ground and pound, or Alexa Grasso just piecing her up for 15 minutes with some hands. The one that I think is more likely is Macy Barber. I'm going to go Macy Barber by unanimous decision. Or by like third round TKO after she's already mauled her. It was a great fight. All right, and this all leads up to the main event. Kamaru Usman versus Gilbert Burns. I've watched every single one of Kamaru's fights since the RDA fight. I watched him on The Ultimate Fighter. I've never seen him lose. I've picked against him a lot. And he proves me wrong every time. I'm so stubborn. Because everything in my brain is telling me that Kamaru Usman is going to dominate Gilbert Burns. Because that's all I've ever seen Kamaru Usman do, is dominate his competition. But something about Gilbert Burns, something about this guy. Look, what do I think is going to happen? I think Kamaru is going to just murder this dude for 25 minutes, or probably for 24 minutes to get a finish. That's what logic is telling me is going to happen. What is my heart telling me that's going to happen? My heart sees a step-in left hook coming from Gilbert that Kamaru doesn't see. Clips him early. Jumps on him. Rear naked choke. First round. So that's what I'm going to say is going to happen. My prediction, Gilbert Burns, first round submission, rear naked choke. All right, and that brings us to our thank yous. Thank the Raw DJs not here right now, but we love them as always. Thank you, buddy, for being such a good boy. Such a good boy, my love. Good boy. Happy birthday to Malene. This is episode 20. She's been here for all of them. She's the best. Yeah, happy birthday, babe. Yeah. And, I should tell you this video is sponsored by Everybody Eats Entertainment. Big Bang, B1GBANG, is an upcoming rapper out of Broward County, where I film these videos, Broward County. He was born and raised here, or he wasn't born here, but he was raised here most of his life. He's an awesome artist. He's got a bunch of different types of music. His thing is he is the product, and there is no genre of music that is untouchable. So please go check him out. You can check him out on Spotify, Apple Music. It's B1G space BANG Big Bang. Me personally, I like his harder music. So I like songs like Loud and Ignorant and Misplaced Aggression. But if you like that soft stuff, Live for a Good Time is a great song, and 44 Nights is a great song. Please go check him out. And that's it. Yeah. I wish I had music. This is like the worst podcast setup ever. I'm going to have to go to Maline's house for her birthday cake cutting. Yeah. We're going to just jiggy out.